Now, some illnesses defy rational explanation. No matter what doctors tell us about, say, the bubonic plague or typhoid or leprosy, there's a core inside each one of us that's just plain terrified, beyond rationality. A modern disease that strikes real fear into people is AIDS, that's acquired immune deficiency syndrome. In the United States, with a population of well over 230 million, only a couple of thousand people have been affected by the disease, and all the evidence suggests that AIDS can't be passed on easily. But the heavy press coverage it's received seems to have caused a nationwide panic, as this American Medical Watch report confirms right now.
70% of the country's AIDS victims are homosexual, and in cities throughout the country, gays have become increasingly alarmed. But now they are also concerned about another kind of epidemic, an epidemic of fear that is spreading faster than the disease itself. In San Francisco, some victims of AIDS have become victims of fear. They have become untouchables.
I lost my job, I lost my housing, I lost friends, I lost my own individuality.
On a local television show ironically designed to dispel the fear of AIDS, a technician was afraid to put a microphone on an AIDS victim. The victim had to be interviewed by phone.
I feel very isolated, to tell you the truth.
There is no known cure for AIDS, no known cause. It appears to be transmitted through sexual contact or through infected needles or contaminated blood. What is known is that it has been confined primarily to only 4 high-risk groups: homosexual men, intravenous drug users, a small group of Haitians, and an even smaller group of hemophiliacs. But it is the fear of the unknown that is spreading. Police officers in San Francisco demanded and received surgical gloves and masks in the event they encounter AIDS victims, and dismissed charges they are overreacting.
Everything isn't known about it yet either. And there are people that would have argued against putting warning on cigarette packs 30 years ago.
In New York City, firemen are demanding similar resuscitation devices. Prison guards are demanding special protective suits, and the city's funeral directors are refusing to embalm AIDS victims. Louise Civiello's mother was only suspected of having AIDS when she died.
I'd feel very destroyed. I can't believe that she had to go out with a closed coffin. And it hurts. It really hurts.
In Coronado, California, the city suspended first aid classes because city employees feared catching AIDS from the class mannequin. And in San Jose, 2 nurses quit rather than treat AIDS patients despite reassurances from health officials.
There are no known cases of a health facilitator being communicated AIDS from a patient. None.
Blood banks are suffering too. Donations are off 25% in some cities, even though technicians use disposable needles and officials warn of a critical blood shortage.
It's perfectly safe to give blood, and this fear is totally unwarranted, unneeded, and may produce crisis situations.
So throughout the country, politicians and health officials have now declared war on what some call the AIDS hysteria. In New York,
it's not carried on the air. It's not like pneumonia. And that's the message we got to get across.
At the Center for Disease Control in Atlanta.
It is not an illness which shows any evidence of being spread by routine or casual contact.
And at the Mayor's Conference in Denver.
If the misunderstanding about AIDS is allowed to grow, such a level of fear could actually impede us in our real tasks to understand and conquer this disease.
Well, I hope that didn't put you off your cornflakes. The time is coming up to 6:45, and it's going to be the start